everything that we have comes from God, and it all belongs to God. And that does include, this world that we're in that is flawed. So on a day that it feels like we just can't get a cheerful word, we just can't get it right, I want to remind you of our collect from this morning. Because I think also, as much as God calls us to be attentive to our world, mindful about how we spend our time and our money and our resources, God isn't trying to make us anxious. We're meant to rest in God, knowing that God loves us, even though we're not going to get it right every time. Even though we're imperfect. Even though we're sort of trapped in this world that is flawed. The fact that we are in this flawed world is not meant to paralyze us. And this parable reminds us that we'll need to get creative sometimes and work with what we have, because whatever we have comes from God. So here is that collect again that we started with. If you're curious, it's on page 234. Grant us, Lord, not to be anxious about earthly things, but to love things heavenly. And even now, while we are placed among things that are passing away, to hold fast to those that shall endure. We are placed in this world that is passing away. And this world that is passing away, I think, has some symptoms of unhealth. There's a lot of hurt out there. And we are meant to use everything we can to shine God's truth and love into that hurt so that healing can take place. So those moments that you're wishing that you knew the right answer, remember that everything that we do ought to be moving us closer to God. Whether it's helping somebody cross the street or buy their groceries, or paying our taxes, or driving in our car that uses gas to go visit a friend who's in need. All of those things that have costs can be offered up to God. So offer it. And I truly think that as you do that, as you continue to steep yourself in prayer and study and fellowship with other Christians, you will find that you get some clarity about how you're supposed to do the next thing. What is it? It doesn't mean that just because you're a Christian that everything you do is right. And it doesn't mean that just because you're offering it up to God that it can't fail. We see plenty of that, and we've experienced plenty of that ourselves. But we can try. Jesus, I think, is telling us to try. And as we try to listen, in the trying, we find something out. Do we feel closer to God? Do we feel that we're showing God's love? Where do we go from here? It can be a wonderful place, even though this world is a broken place. We're called to interact with it, not remove ourselves from it. And to show the love of God to everyone with everything that we have, even though what we have is imperfect. Trusting that God can redeem it all, and will and has.